Hey everybody, I wanted to follow up on the due diligence fees in North Carolina and why you should not spend that due diligence fee. So in a nutshell, when someone writes an offer on your property in North Carolina, you're the seller, the buyer writes a due diligence check to you for $10,000. Due diligence check and earnest money check are totally different, separate things. There's other videos on this, but the due diligence fee is made to you, the seller, and you cash that, but keep it in your bank until closing. You can, if someone does walk on the contract, you would keep that due diligence fee in most cases. But in some cases, there could be legal issues going on behind the scenes to where the offer to purchase does protect that buyer to get that due diligence fee back. There can be title issues with it. There could be a bad survey. A survey is actually a legal issue, not like a negotiable repair piece in a deal. So let's just say, for instance, that you wrote an offer on a property, you have your inspections, you do your survey, and there turns out to be a cemetery partly in your backyard, but you didn't get that survey until after the due diligence date. You would likely get your due diligence fee back. You need to get legal advice for that, but more than likely, if that survey comes back and there's some type of encumbrance back there on your property, and let's just say it's a cemetery, which is, you don't want that, you'd probably be entitled to that due diligence fee back. But also as a buyer, if you go through your due diligence period and don't check with the town to see if there's any proposed things going on with, like, are they proposing to put a prison behind your house and you didn't check that, or the house you're trying to buy, you need to check that to protect yourself. That's why it's called a due diligence period. Now, there might be an argument that the seller knew about it and didn't disclose it, but sometimes they might not know about things that are proposed going. If this is a big, huge property and it abuts to like town limits or whatever, and they're having something going on back there, the seller might not necessarily know about that. And if you didn't check on it, who's really liable? I don't know. But the point is, don't spend the due diligence money until you close on the property. It's just a good rule of thumb.